to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandez and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Yo.
What's up, bro?
Not much. What's up with you?
Nothing. Trying to not be sick.
That's you still sick from your trip that you said?
Yeah.
Like you went to a doctor or some shit?
I went to a doctor on Thursday, and I went to one yesterday.
And what's wrong with you?
AIDS.
That's the best. That's like the worst kind of sick, actually. Unless you're Magic Johnson, then it's the best kind of sick.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. No, it's he thinks it's just an onset of like maybe bronchitis. He doesn't think it's pneumonia. It's just it's in my chest. I've been having a hard time breathing. Like it's tight.
Yeah.
So he gave me like some inhalers. He gave me an antibiotic in case I start seeing phlegm come up. I can take the antibiotic. He's like he's listening to it. It doesn't sound like it's rattling. It doesn't sound like fluid. But if it doesn't get better, if I'm still tight, I'm gonna have to go to a pulmonary specialist.
Pulmonary. That's like what's pulmonary?
The lungs pumping air and stuff.
That's maybe you have big pneumonia.
But when I was there Thursday, you know how they put that little thing on your fingertip to measure your pulse and your oxygen levels?
Yeah.
My oxygen was low.
All right.
So they were like worried about that. And then, but today, yesterday when I went, the doctor was like, yeah, the oxygen's fine. So last week the doctor gave me a steroid.
Uh-huh.
So that's probably helping me pump oxygen into my system. We'll see.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
It's like I just couldn't breathe. Like last Wednesday, I just couldn't. Like today, I'm okay, but like when I get dressed and like take a shower, like I was like winded, bro. And then like I was last week, every time I'll be fine, and then once I took a shower, I'll be clammy. You know, like when you're sick and you think you're ready to go out, but then you get dressed and you're ready to go out, and you're like not good at all.
Right.
That's what I would feel like. I'd be like, all right, fuck it, let's get to the show. Then by the time I'm done with the shower and out of the hotel room, I'm clammy, I'm shaking, I'm like, fuck. Ugh. Then at the end of the show, I was fine. It's so fucked up. It's like at the end of the show, I was like, great, I could breathe great. I was on stage moving around, I wasn't struggling. Yeah,
I think it's because like your adrenaline's going. You gotta do good.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you gotta.
I can't sit up there and go, I don't feel good.
Nah, like when you're feeling like that, it's okay. But I remember recently that I had like right before a show, like I was driving to the show and I'm afraid to fart.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I don't know, I got 3 out. This may be chancing it for the 4th one. You know what I mean? Like I better just hold my horses. You start getting like cocky.
Yeah.
Like all right, maybe there's a couple, but there was a signal on this one. You're just like. You're like, wait a minute. Wait, all right. Okay. And I'm glad I listened to my gut.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Then I get to the club and just it's only like 5-10 minutes to showtime. He's like, we're starting on time, so the opener's going up. So I'm in there. I hear him. I'm like, he better do his whole time. And I'm like, I really have to make sure, like, I'm fucked if this happens on stage.
Yeah.
But it's weird. It was literally like I'm like, if I shit my pants on stage, I don't even know how you recover from that emotionally.
Oh, if you shit your pants on stage?
Yeah, because I just shit in the bathroom. And then, now I'm like, I got to get out of here because I don't know how much time this dude's
You might have cut that shit short is what you're saying, and
I don't know what my body has in store for me. Like it's probably like it's gonna blast me with this one, then gonna build it up.
Stomach viruses are the only thing. Anytime I've had stomach viruses, are the only time I've ever canceled a show from being sick. I performed last winter with full blown big pneumonia. I got on stage, I didn't give a fuck. I couldn't breathe. I had a fever.
Yeah,
but stomach virus, where you're throwing up or you're
no, this wasn't that. This must have been something I ate.
Right.
But like still, and then it's so weird because I'm up. I have to do 45. It's not like all right, I can hold this for 20.
Yeah, right.
I got to do 45 minutes.
Yeah. That would have been a good closer though.
Now, let me tell you something. If I was about to shit myself, I'd say goodnight and just explain to the owner, be like, listen, I was going to shit my pants on stage and I can't. That's like the worst career move for me right now. I'm trying to get some traction.
barely getting work.
I'm really trying to garner a fan base. You know what I mean? I'm picking up like 3-4 people a show. Yeah. I'm going to start losing Facebook friends if I start shitting my pants on stage. Like, I don't like this guy's closer. It stinks. Pun intended. No. So I'm up there and literally nothing. I'm doing it. It's like,
right.
So I'm like, great. I got everything out of me. That's all I'm thinking when I'm on stage. Dude, the moment I said goodnight, my stomach went like, I'm like, and people are like, can I take a picture with you? I'm like, just give me 5 minutes. They waited for the picture. It felt good.
What?
They waited for the picture. It felt good.
Did they?
Even though I ran into the bathroom. I'm like, that's a person who's a fan.
Yeah, that person wanted a picture.
They wanted a picture.
Did I ever tell you when I was at Governor's like 2 months ago, there was like a group of broads, like broads night out, and they're like, you were so great, we loved you, blah, 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 all this praise hanging around the bar, and then I'm waiting to go get paid, so she goes, can we take a picture? Oh, and I was like, yeah, I got to go to the back, get paid, and I'll be out. They want to take it in front of the club. So I get out in front of the club, and they hand me the camera to take a picture of them.
That's the worst.
And I was like, you guys wanted me to take a picture of you?
Oh.
And the one girl, like, all the girls in the group didn't know that she asked. She's like, why are you asking him to take a picture of us?
Yeah.
I ran all the way to the back, got my check. I felt, let me get out there. These girls want to take a picture. No, they want you to take a picture. Apparently, they think I have awesome photography skills.
I kind of like that guy's comedy, but I bet his photography is on point. I don't know what he didn't even talk about in his act, but
I sense it.
You know what? Because he sees things clearly. He speaks the truth up there. So I figure, God, he's probably going to get us in good focus.
He's got to be able to look through a lens.
Yeah, he's got his life in focus. Got to be good at focusing in lens. iPhone lens. I'm shocked that people can't like iPhones are designed to always be in focus, but yet people can somehow they don't know how to like. It's not even a manual camera where you got to use f-stops and focus and have a good eye. It's like literally idiot proof.
Hold it still for a second. It's going to grab it.
They don't know how to use exposure.
Yeah, I don't. I want to learn all that stuff because I know that I really want to take pictures, but I want to take good photos. I like taking pictures. I want to buy a nice camera, but I want to take like a little photography class, like a little camera class. So I'm like, you know what I mean? One of the little community things just to show me all that kind of stuff because I really want to learn.
Yeah, no, it's good to know.
Yeah.
But
I don't know all. You look at all the settings on my phone. You even saw my phone. It's a really good camera. It has a bunch of different settings, and I just slide meters back and forth. Like I see what that does.
But as far as the camera taking a picture, if you put your finger on the subject, it usually focuses it and puts it in a good iris.
Right.
A good f-stop. It's like Apple, Android. They're like, okay, what can we do to make people get good qualities? They're like, how about if they just put their finger there? Right. Like they can't make it any easier. Than to put your.
They looked inside like the stuff, like the focus group, and just saw a bunch of retards. Like, look at them, just look at them hitting the sides of the buttons. What can we do to make that group of monkeys be able to? They're like, well, they all seem to be pointing at the screen. What's that? They're just making the screen the thing. Make it the screen.
Yeah, that's what it's like. It's like, you know. See, I have photography skills, so like whenever I take pictures of fellow comedians on stage, I always take quality pictures. Then when people take pictures of me, it's like I gave it like to my newborn nephew. So now I'm like, you know what? I'm not taking pictures. Can you take a picture? No, because nobody takes good pictures of me. I'm tired of great pictures of everybody else. I'm either going to not take pictures no more, or I'm going to purposely take shitty pictures of you. Because you guys deliver me nothing but shitty pictures. Joe, I take pictures of you. Oh, you did? Good. I'm glad there's no definition in my face because the spotlight threw you off. Like you're not even like.
Are you even looking at what you're taking a picture of?
Yeah, like you can't even. Are you looking at the screen now? If you tell me I put the camera towards you, then I look left, I'll be like, perfectly acceptable. You weren't even paying attention, but you can't look there and be like, well, that's good.
That's fine.
Or then people go, well, I don't know what to do. Well, this is a quality time to learn. Like, I'd rather you. Okay, I'm up there for 45 minutes. I'd rather you take 10 minutes of that to learn how to make an iris go up and down. Even if it means you only get one photo of me. If it took you 43 minutes of my 45-minute set to figure it out.
Yeah, and then you got that one.
You got that one right at the end of my hand up. Good night. I'd rather that than sending me 25 pictures. You don't even know who's on stage.
Of the white glob.
Yeah. The white glob. The only way you'd know it's me is because it's a short white glob. It's the shortest white glob on the show. So, like, that's got to be Joe right there.
There's a white glob with tits. There's Ritu. There's a fucking drunk.
If you can't get exposure on Ritu, I mean, she's got that nice olive skin. Like, what do you like? Come on, spotlights just shun her. They're like no, we can't overexpose her. She's naturally tan all the time. Yeah. If you blow her out, you should just take your phone and smash it in the ground. Be like, what'd you do? Actually, I'll keep your phone. I'm just gonna jab the lens of your fucking camera with a screwdriver. Why? Because you're not allowed to use that part of the phone no more. Because you stink. You can't even get an Indian girl in exposure.
On your picture.
Yeah.
I could see Mike Gaffney fading.
Yeah, Mike Gaffney, even Joe Fernandez, wintertime. You know, when I'm not all gorgeous from the...
Joe.
Winter Joe, and I'm not all nice and tanned up. Winter Joe's tough exposure. I get it. I go from looking Portuguese to looking fucking, like a albino.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you should get a camera.
Yeah, I want to do that. I always I like nature shots. I like looking at the sun. Like, I like buildings. Like, I like certain things. I'm like, but I'm just not good at capturing it on my phone. And I know that I have a good phone that I could do it. I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah, and it's good to learn. Like, I've seen people, like even our pal James, he bought a nice camera, but it's like automatic.
Right.
And he still was getting overexposed shots with that. So it's like you still got to know the print. Even automatic doesn't always work. You need the principles of photography to know, like you'll get bored with an automatic camera. You go around taking pictures.
Yeah, yeah.
But once you start learning how to use like
the distance picture where everything out of focus, only one thing. It's like those kind of things.
Once you start using ISO and exposure and f-stop, then you're like, wow, I can be real creative.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then then you'll start, like me, you get addicted to buying lenses because you're like, wow, these lenses have a big depth of field. That's what you want. Like,
yes.
And you're like, it's just like if I taught you photo editing, if I taught you a few photo editing things, you'd be like, holy shit, I'm a fucking genius. Like, there's like, you're like...
You over Ansel, Adam.
Yeah. I remember when I first learned some photo editing, I'm like, I cannot be stopped. I cannot.
Where was I? I was at... I forget where I was. It was like recently, and I was at Dunkin' Donuts upstate, and I was just sitting inside, and like right out the window, they have like these nice little yellow flowers, like in the yellow flowers, like a little bee, like around the leaves. And I just wanted a good, like it looked like such a good shot, like to get the bee inside it, but I just couldn't get that crisp. I mean, it's just kind of like faded. You couldn't get it like defined where you could see the bee on the leaf.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, man, I would love that shot. I couldn't get it.
Well, because you were zooming in with your phone camera, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a digital zoom. That's basically just taking an image
and just
zooming, just making it wider and less defined.
Oh, okay.
Like, where if you had I have a telephoto zoom lens, like literally you can zoom on something real far and it's like crisp.
Okay.
It's designed for that. It's many lenses within a lens.
Yeah.
Because one time I saw Cody, we're on a hike, and he was about 2 feet from a deer. And they're just staring at each other.
Right.
But they were 40 yards from me.
Right.
So there was no way I could get that shot.
Yeah.
Without a zoom. So I bought the zoom lens because I missed that shot.
Right.
It never happened again. Never happened, but I'm ready.
Right, yeah.
I bring the camera when we hike.
You bring the camera all the time?
Pretty much. It depends on the weather. You know what I mean? But pretty much I just strap it on my shoulder.
Right.
If I see something cool, I'll take a shot. You know,
right?
Because it's shit like that. You're like, fuck, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but yeah, it's pretty easy to bring around.
Right.
You know, but what are you gonna do, dude? The fucking I've been going to this new hiking spot where there's like you're allowed off leash in certain parts.
Oh, okay.
Right, and
the
then
park.
What?
It's the Rebel Park.
Well, no, it's Mountain Lakes, New Jersey.
Yeah.
And it's a lake community.
Oh, New Jersey.
Yeah.
You're not going to Utah?
For people out of New Jersey listening, I'm just saying. But they're adults. They are an adult lake community that has trails through the woods, and they say, we feel like we can handle it.
Right.
We feel like we don't need your laws.
Yeah.
But you have to put them on leash because it goes into Torn Park, this county park.
Right.
So we park in the Torn Park, so I walk on leash. Then I'm in Mountain Lakes area. I let them off leash.
Right.
And I put them back on leash. And I put them back on leash when I hit to Torn Park, and the cops are out in force, man.
Really?
Even in this, they're looking for non-leashers. It's like, yo, I just felt like going to him because at first I was like, he's on leash, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Just had a lot of fun off leash. Don't know you know that, and nobody died back there. There's a party going on back there with dogs and bikers and hikers without dogs.
all intermingling.
Dude, there was a mountain biker with his golden retriever following him off leash.
Whoa.
Yeah, because it can be done in the adult fashion. I don't want to get on this subject again, but I was like, nah, go fuck yourself. And I feel like going, like ISIS is out there, bro. Go, man.
In Mountain Lakes, you think ISIS is there?
I don't know, but there's bro. They're all over the place.
There's no ISIS in Mountain Lake. Relax, guys.
There's something going on. Other than
you
this.
And your leashless fucking animals.
Then we should be on the news for like the safest community. Be like, we're not even worried about drunk drivers, bank robberies, drugs. We got that under control.
Yeah.
Our big issue is
leashless
corgis.
Yeah. Crazy flesh-eating corgis.
Yeah, but that was last episode. We're not going into that. But I was just shocked that I saw again.
Like they were out there.
That's what they're out there for.
Yeah.
And you're like, ugh, go home. Anyway. We're good photographers.
Yes. Photography.
Dude, we're going to Black Sabbath tonight. There was Sean Morton told me on the app where I bought our tickets at that you can upgrade to like a closer section for $10, but they sold out in like seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was going to take it upon myself to spend your $10, but I figured
that would have been fine. But how would you how could it sell out so quick as soon as you found was it like a last-minute thing?
It was a last-minute thing. They had VIP packages for $60 each where you can get like this VIP tent where there's like a cash bar and like air-conditioned bathrooms and
but it's not that hot out there. We're lucky.
I may wear pants tonight, dude. I was outside of the concert last night. I was freezing my balls off.
Yeah, I know. Last night was chilly, and I was like, if it's like this tomorrow night, I'm like, it's going to be cold.
Yeah. No, it's going to be good, man. I saw the set list they've been playing at all the shows, and it's just like, I mean, like the two songs that I really want to see them do live, they're definitely playing. So
what
Fairies
song?
Wear Boots,
nice,
and Snowblind. I love those two.
Oh, nice.
But I mean the whole set list. So you're just this is awesome.
Yeah.
As opposed to when I went and took Justin to see Drake Sunday,
and
which was good. I knew like 2 Future songs.
Right.
And I knew like about 5 Drake songs that that I knew based off like the start of the song.
Okay, yeah, right.
But that being said, Drake, I mean, it's not my type of music, and I really felt old being there. Like there was a couple dads around me. It's just I'm just out of that. I'm just old, man.
Yeah,
it's just a total young thing. Like, I mean, the Wells Fargo Center was full. I say it was 85% white kids.
Right.
Yelling the N-word when Drake would put the mic out, and I'm like, I don't know if I feel comfortable. Like,
Well,
here's the thing. I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, I'm like, you know what? We talk about race, like that word for that generation has really just lost its hard edge.
Right.
You had Future, Drake, Lil Wayne showed up.
Oh, nice.
To do a spot. They are holding the mic out, asking for that word. Like at that moment of those songs, and it's just like it's not a thing no more.
Yeah.
You're like, I feel like that
was their intention.
Black rap has made that not a bad word.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. You probably can't just say it like to your mailman.
Yeah, you can't be like, excuse me, N-word. Can I get a straw? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be like that in Dunkin' Donuts. I'm sure. Maybe if you did it with song. Like if you did a freestyle rapo asking.
Yeah. Yo, motherfucker, move out of my way, nigga, get in the straw.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. He'd be like, all right, at least he tried being creative with it.
Yeah.
So I can't blame him. He tried,
Yeah.
But Drake was good. Dude, we're sitting there outside. Me and Justin went early because I just didn't know what the track. I knew there was a Phillies game.
Inside or out? It was out. Inside or out?
Inside, where the Flyers and the 76ers play.
Okay, yeah.
I knew there was a Phillies game at 1, so I was like, Justin, let's just go early because I don't know what the deal is. And it's a pretty cool sports complex. Cause
yeah.
I don't know if you've been there.
No, but I've heard like everything's right there, right? Like,
everything's right. The 3 stadiums, the football, the baseball, and the hockey arena. And they have these like these restaurants. You can just go hang next to them and like watch games on a huge screen TV. So me and Justin went to this like little bar, got burgers.
Right.
Hung out for a while, but they, it took forever to get people into a concert because I guess rap concerts you got to go through metal detectors and they check everything.
Right.
So it took forever. So we're sitting on this long line, and the skies are black, dude. It's about to come, so it's starting to drizzle on us, and I'm like, and this line isn't moving to get in.
Right.
So I see them open an extra door, and I see a couple kids go to that extra door. I'm like, Justin, let's go. We run. The moment we get under this little roof,
comes down.
Bro, comes down. We would have been dripping. There was people in line just sopping wet.
Really? Oh, that sucked. That would have sucked the whole concert.
It would have been brutal.
Yeah.
Like we were just we were still getting wet. We were like under enough. We're not getting soaked, but the mist was coming in.
Yeah. But if you were drenched and you got to stand like soaking wet sneakers during a whole show, that sucks.
Yeah. And his openers were awful. Even Justin hated it. He had 2. He didn't go on because they said the concert starts at 6:30.
Right.
Now they didn't list any openers, so I'm like, all right. They say 6:30, so we'll say like 7:30. He goes on.
Yeah.
He didn't go until 9:40.
Wow.
9:30. So we get in there.
Did the show start at 6:30 with openers?
Yeah. About 6:45. This first opener comes out. Some singer named Roy Woods from Canada.
Isn't he a comedian?
Yeah, but this is he's also a Canadian singer, and awful.
Really?
And we don't even think he was really singing. Like we think he was just lip syncing tracks because there was a lot of singing going on, and the mic's not even near his mouth.
Wow.
He's dancing. It's just awful. No one's really giving it to him.
Right. Yeah.
Then we're like, and Justin's like, this got to stop. It's going on too long. He did like a half hour.
Just act Roy Woods.
Yeah,
Roy
so
Woods.
then he's done. So we're like, all right, cool. Drake's next.
Right.
The lights go out. Nope, some other fucking crooner. I don't even know his fucking name. We're just like, and he just sing. And he tried doing Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. We're like, bro, you kidding me, man? Nah, you're not even. Come on.
Not even close.
Like, who are you? Like, you can't be doing this here. This isn't karaoke night. This is the Wells Fargo ring. Get off the stage. You don't even have an eighth of the charisma
of Michael Jackson.
Brutal.
Yeah.
So then he's done. We're like, oh, good. Oh, his name was Division. DVSN. With the division sign above it was on the screen. We're like, okay. So if you want to look him up and be bored, go ahead. So then, he's done. We're like, cool.
Nothing says singing like a good math equation.
Yeah. So then he's done. We're like, okay, cool. Drake's next. Lights go out. A DJ comes on.
God damn.
Which the kids like because he was playing all the popular tunes and they're singing along. Even Justin liked that a little bit. Justin's like, yo, he's getting it hype. I'm like, I know.
All the other dads are staring at you like, yo, calm down, man.
Nah, they were, yeah. Well, I feel hype.
Yeah.
Which was good, though. We didn't mind that because it was, like, really bringing energy.
Yeah.
But when he was done, Drake didn't come on for another 40 minutes after that guy was done. So he brought all this energy.
And then it went back to
40-minute wait. You're like, Jesus Christ. But when he came out, I mean, he was solid. I took Justin to see Eminem.
Right.
And then and Drake is my second. Like, I just give it up to these guys to be a solo performer commanding a stage of that size.
Right.
I don't care if the people are there to see you. That's a tough job.
Yeah.
I mean, and he was really singing and rapping. You could tell, you know what I mean?
Right.
But he was using that stage and...
Right.
And then what was funny is that then halfway through the show, Future comes out of the stage, like gets risen.
Yeah.
I don't really know Future that much. I know like 2 songs.
Right.
Just from driving around with Justin. The place went so loud, dude. The floor was shaking and my ears were like hurting just from the screams. And you're just like, I'm fucking old. I don't know none of this shit. You know what I mean? But
now, was it Drake Future concert or just Drake?
It was they called it a co-headlining, but Future was only out there for, like Drake did. They did a 2 hour plus show, but it was mostly Drake.
Okay.
Because he has such a huge catalog.
Yeah.
But then what's funny is they had to like do a little break to like switch some equipment up. So fucking Division came out to like do like the end of one song. You just see the whole stadium like sit down, like like come on, this motherfucker. He's like, because Drake started to get lowered down.
Yeah.
So then it's gonna be Future's set,
kind of solo. Yeah.
But they let this guy croon for a little bit. It was just like, no, man, you can't.
Even you saying croon annoys me. Like,
well, that's all it sounded like. It was like that shitty R&B.
That's a good way to.
But it was just funny to watch all the kids be like, "No, we're not even giving you this." It was literally he did like the last 2 minutes of a song. We're like, we're not. No. It's pee time.
And when did Lil Wayne show up?
He was like the surprise guest, like towards the end. He came out, finished off a song with Drake, then do 2 of his songs, which I didn't know. The whole stadium knew, you know. But awful music, awful. Like Lil Wayne, he's a good performer, but
yeah.
I feel like Drake, I kind of like can understand his lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's got a few songs that are like catchy.
Yeah.
When he tries to sing, it's like, bro, you gotta fucking.
That's why they put that electronic shit in their voices all the time. It's not even it's just like it just takes away from like Eminem was just a force, just rapping the whole night. Yeah,
trying to be like sing girls and shit. Yeah. You know.
It's a good song, Joe.
It's my number 1 single, girls and shit. Gets people hype.
And the number 1 hit from 2016, Girls and Shit by Joe Fernandez.
But the best part was watching Justin enjoy himself. Because it was like when each song would come, he just would get more into it into it. And he would, like, when he's like, oh my God, Lil Wayne's here. He's just like so happy. And you're like, this was worth everything.
Right.
To like make him.
Yep. I took Samantha to see Taylor Swift 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, whenever it was. You were talking about like how a single performer. She's a single performer. Yeah. She has a stage full of dancers and props and stuff like that. But the show she put on, a 2-hour musical. You know what I'm saying? Like with costume changes and set changes, and every song, the stage told a story. Yeah. Like I was just like, wow. I mean, we're gonna see a great band tonight. There's no set changes. We're not going to see a bunch of boots when they sing favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like, things aren't changing. Not going to be a living room come in with Ozzy sitting in a living room.
It's going to be straight rock. You don't need all that shit because the music's that good.
Yeah, but Taylor Swift is awesome.
No, she is.
But just the showmanship is what I'm saying.
Yeah, the show. Yeah, totally.
Because nowadays, I mean...
Yeah, but Drake had fucking pyrotechnics. It was, like, insane.
Right? Yeah.
He had these balls over the audience...
Right.
That appeared to be like on invisible looking strings.
Yeah.
And doing all these weird patterns above the thing. It was insane. Like when he did the Hotline Bling, they're just like dropping.
Right.
He was on a crane that brought him up around like the top of like the stadium.
Yeah.
To like see everybody.
Yeah. Taylor Swift, we were real close to Taylor Swift. And then they had we saw like on the ceiling a basket, and I'm like it was all the way up there the whole day, and like at the bottom it just like on the bottom of the basket was spray painted TS on it. So like that's something's gonna happen with that. And then the last song, the basket came down to her, she jumped in it, and the basket took her 7 feet above our head. Like I could have jumped up and smacked the basket. It was like right there.
Oh,
and
man.
for Samantha to be like, ah! Like it was like that.
Yeah, it's cool to see them enjoy it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know Drake's. I know Drake. This is what I know about Drake. He was on a children's show in Canada called Degrassi. He played a kid in a wheelchair, and then he became a very famous rapper. Now, just from what I get from his lyrics, because you can understand his lyrics, and I'm like, this is an insecure motherfucker about his success. I don't think he's this is just a white dad watching this guy rap about things. I'm like, people don't accept him in the rap game, and he's real insecure. That's why I asked Justin. I go, is he real insecure? Because he seems to always be like very like trying to prove himself in his songs. Like, got a lot of haters. I feel like he doesn't.
People who say that don't really have. They don't have. They're not secure. You don't got to sing about your haters.
But no. But Justin said, I guess kind of. Yeah, I guess he's like, but he's like, I love me. No, I was like, no, he's good, but I just feel like he don't. Like, because Justin told me because he didn't come up like in the streets the other rappers. They don't like you fucking have.
They don't, but they don't. Rap has always been a street. Like it was an outlet for the street.
Yeah,
it wasn't an outlet for you to make money because you can write a rap and now look and make yourself like a hoodlum. Right. It was an outlet to get stuff out of off their chest out there. You know what I mean? Like, it was always like their fight.
Right.
Like, if you don't have a fight in you, it's like comedians that would go up there and really have nothing to talk about.
Right.
Like, shut up, guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to hear about you eating Cheetos and playing Xbox again. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, comedy is not that comedy has to be dark and dreary and but it's most people on stage. I don't want to see a really good looking, confident fucking dude up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to see someone who's got a little struggles going on. And somebody, you know what I mean?
Well, Drake looks like he does. He sounds like he does love himself. He's very confident, but he's got to he's like that. I'm confident, but I'm insecure. Like he don't. But that being said, like, amazing performer. I would go. Like, I wouldn't pay to go see him by myself. I do it because Justin. But he's definitely worth the price of admission. Like, you don't feel like you got ripped off. Like, the motherfucker put on a very fun show to watch, even for a guy who's not really into that music. Which is tough to do. Like, I was telling somebody the other day. One time I got free front row tickets. My friend had to go see Yes. It was a very popular band, like, in America for decades. I was bored out of my mind.
I don't like Yes at all.
But, like, I've been to shows where I'm not into that. And I'm like, this is why I'm into it. This stinks. I want to go home.
Right.
Where Drake was fun. Like, it was fun. It was like a party atmosphere. You're like, this is good. Even though I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Right.
Like, even though I can't. There was like 3 songs I knew the lyrics to.
Right.
And then one of my favorites he played at the end, which I was like, oh, right. Finally. One that I really know. That I really like. You know what I mean?
His closer was the one song you played.
Well, there's two that I really like. He only played one of them, and Justin was shocked he didn't play the other one because that's a very popular song of his.
Yeah,
I like that song, "Energy." That's a good song. And then
how's it go?
Oh man, you're gonna make me try and rap. I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people try to drain me of this energy.
Yeah.
It's a good song, man.
No, I know it. I just wanted to hear you say it.
And then 10 Bands. I'm not going to try and sing that one. That's a good song.
Yeah.
But you know that one. That's I'm not even going to attempt. But I'm back. I'm going to... What?
He gets that energy up, though, right? I mean,
he really does. He's good, man. You can't deny him that. Like,
right.
I feel like on Drake. You shouldn't be insecure, man. You're great.
It's like people
Fuck these haters.
With Bruno... Was it Bruno Mars? When he did the Super Bowl, like, people didn't know Bruno. Then they saw him on stage and saw how he's fucking amazing. It's like, oh wow, that guy's amazing.
He's great.
Yeah. You can't deny a guy who can pour his like his whole energy and heart into the songs. Like, that's.
Well, it just goes to show, like, when you see the openers now, people, it's just like, now nobody was giving it to them, but they sucked.
Yeah.
But you see, like, I was like feeling the pain of the opener. You're like. Yeah, when they're there to see somebody else, they don't want you. You're just a hindrance.
Yeah. I
had that a little bit Saturday night. Like, Saturday night, Bob Nelson's audience was really all Bob Nelson fans.
Right.
And I did good, but you could tell they were like, I really just would like 3 minutes of you.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm just like, listen, I'm contractually obligated to go 20.
Yeah.
So I did good.
If
but
it was up to us, we
but
would 3. But it's
I
not.
headlined the 2 nights before, like 2 days. Well, not the night before, 2 days before that, and it was great.
Right.
It was like, wow, I love what I do.
Yeah.
But when people were there to see somebody else, you're like, you're kind of stopping us from this.
Yeah. Yeah, when I saw Taylor, like her opener was like somebody who was just on American Idol.
Yeah.
Like a guy like maybe like finished 4th, like a really good singer. And everybody, like, it was like, hey, there's that guy. Like, it didn't matter.
Right.
It just didn't matter. It's like, come on, get her out here. We see you.
Yeah. But it was good shit, man. But I'll cleanse myself with some Black Sabbath, back to my music. Something
there you go.
You know, metal. I'm old, and I like metal. I don't sit in the lawn no more. I need a seat because I'm old, and I like metal.
Yeah.
I'll stand, but I'll stand by a seat.
In case I need to sit down.
In case I need to sit down. I may not even, but I like the option.
You don't like it, you need the option.
I need the option. Well, I ran into a buddy of mine at Guns N' Roses. He was in the section right behind me, so I walked up to see him, and we were chatting. And his wife was, I think they went to see Slipknot. And she's like, yeah, he went into the pit. And I'm like, you better fucking get him out of there because you need to work and make us money, motherfucker. And I'm like, man, you're going to the pit at 40? Fuck that,
That's
man.
nuts.
I wouldn't. That is insane. He's like, yeah, I was in there. I'm like, God bless you, bro. I punched myself out turning around in the bathroom the other day. Yeah, dude, it was... I went to my show with a big fat lip. I still have a little mark there. I was bleeding.
How did that happen?
What was it? I wanted a nap before my show, so I set it for like 6:30.
Right.
So, but I woke up at like 6:20 on my own. So I just go into the shower, and when I'm in the shower, I hear my alarm going off on my phone that's on the floor, and it's annoying the shit out of me.
Right.
So I just step like one leg out of the shower, lean down, shut off my alarm.
Right.
And as I turn back to get back in the shower, I just hit my face on the wall. I literally, it felt so painful. You would have thought I ran into the wall. Like, that's how fast I jerked myself back into the shower.
Yeah.
And I just see blood in my hand. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So this fat... I was dizzy. I was like, I literally almost knocked myself out.
The what the fuck is funny because I did that. Like I don't know what I was doing, but it was something simple to like, either I was in the shower, I was somewhere like simple, like something where you wouldn't think you'd get ready to hit your fucking face on something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then like I just turn around and I hit the side of my head like so quick, like on somewhere that I shouldn't be hitting my head. And I was like, boom, and I just was like, what the fuck was that? What just happened to me?
Yeah.
It was like in my head got a knot on it. It was like, but it was like somewhere where I wasn't cautious, like because it wasn't supposed to be cautious. I mean, like I'm in a wide open space. Why am I worrying about myself?
Yeah, I thought I was gonna knock my teeth out. My teeth were hurting.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
But those are how people lose their teeth.
I know.
That's how someone that like Lisa has a home, not on wheels, loses their teeth. Yeah, by some complete accident.
Now, a buddy of mine one time knocked something stupid at home, knocked out like his 2 front teeth.
Yeah,
and he's like, he just went immediately to the dentist. Like he on credit card, he had no money. It was like thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
I was like, money well spent. You can't fucking.
No, you can't have
You can't be having 2 front teeth out.
Yeah, no.
You can't walk around with that till you save up.
That's the one thing. Like, there's people like are you concerned with your savings account, your checking account to survive? Like, my whole thing with being broke and not having a dime in a savings account is like, if something happens to my front teeth, what am I going to do? What am I going to do?
Yeah,
I won't be able to do shit.
I think all your friends would pitch in to help you on that. We'd all help you with that. You can't be walking around like that. That's a legit. Yeah, we're gonna put on a benefit show for you.
I'll just picture. You know how I just had all the
we'll call all Mikey wants for Christmas is his 2 front teeth.
Exactly. Here's a GoFundMe. Help.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So your show, you only have one show with Bob Nelson or 2?
One show, Bob Nelson. I just performed and I hightailed home because it's awesome having stepkids that know how to like get free UFC fights in high definition.
Yeah, well, I didn't watch it this time. I didn't have the money for it this time.
It was a great fight.
I mean, I had shows, but I didn't have the money.
We had it on Justin's computer. It was like the crisp high def I've ever seen.
Really?
I was like, wow, you guys are awesome at this. Fucking stealing shit. So proud of you kids.
I know that McGregor won and it was close, but
it was a very good fight, very close. Here, and I'm not like I posted about it because I'm a recent new fan to UFC. It's not like I've been following it for years.
Yeah.
I became a Diaz fan after that last fight. I just love his attitude.
Yeah,
I think we talked about it on the podcast.
Yes.
So I was like, I just love this guy. I love everything about him. And it, like if I so you didn't see it, so you don't even know what I'm talking about.
I just saw after like story, you know, like news.
If
stuff.
it was a 50, like McGregor did knock him down 3 times.
Yeah.
But he didn't jump it to finish him because he knew if he went on the ground,
that he would get fucked up.
So you did knock him down, but you didn't finish it because you know it was going to happen.
Right.
So to me, yes, you knocked him down, but because you didn't finish, I don't take those knockdowns as good.
Yeah, right.
Because another fighter would have went down.
Yeah.
Okay, so he did not. But here's so if you even with those knockdowns, if you score at 50-50, because the third round, Nate Diaz beat the shit out of him.
Oh, really?
So even if you say a 50-50 fight,
right,
with everything, there was times when Conor McGregor was running away from Nate Diaz because he was tired.
That's what Mike Frank said. And
that's where I think, and now like our buddy Chris Johnson said, yeah, well, Muhammad Ali used to rope a dope and tire people out by walk. I was like, but Muhammad Ali walked away, made them chase him to tire people out.
Yeah.
He wasn't running away afraid. That's the difference.
Right.
And another buddy's like, Floyd Mayweather would have nothing if he didn't. I was like, yeah, but Mayweather's a boring fighter, and that's why people don't like boxing. Because they don't fight. Mayweather fights by not fighting.
Yeah.
To me, that's not fighting.
No.
So to me, I gave it to Diaz because he was charging the whole time.
Right.
Even when he was fucked up.
Right.
He wasn't. I mean, he
never retreats.
He was never retreats. McGregor would hit him with some combos where he's like, okay. He gave him the finger and then came back.
Yeah, that's right.
You're like, how do you not? But and to me, listen, I like UFC. Here, there's a friend of mine from high school. He's on a sports radio show in Philly, 94.1 WYP or something like that.
Okay.
But he does sports like late at night. His name's David Weintraub. So if you're in the Philly area, he's very good at sports talk.
Right.
And he's been involved with. He used to work for the UFC years ago.
Okay.
Like he wrote BJ Penn's book with him.
Okay.
He was like a big fighter, BJ Penn.
Yeah.
Anyway, he knows a lot about it. And he was even saying how like he doesn't know if the UFC's like going to be great because it's like schmarmy. Like I don't know if this was his point, but like my point, it's like you can almost see like they were. I knew that if it was a close, they were going to give it to McGregor because they want to sell tickets for a third fight.
Yeah, and the thing is that unfortunately, yes, I like the Diaz brothers. I like their street. They're like just tough dudes, man. They're just tough shit talking dudes. However, he's kind of retarded, Nate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
and like, not that I mean, there's nothing about that, but he's not the face. Like, even if you watch the interview where they, you know, where McGregor threw water bottles at him and shit like that, like on Tuesday,
yeah,
right? Like they were asking him like questions, like, so what do you think? Like actual like interesting questions that UFC fans want to know your answer to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he doesn't know how to. He didn't even. First of all, the person in the audience in the gallery is asking him questions. He's looking to the right, staring to the right, listening to someone who's asking him questions who's actually all the way on the left of the room. But he was staring into the right side of the room. And then at the end of the question, he goes, "Oh, what? Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?" You're like, and I get it as a brawler, but if you want a face of UFC, I don't think that's not gonna sell you into these hard markets.
Right, but that's the point that dude Dave Weintraub was making. Like the problem with UFC is like he goes, that fight. Now Nate Diaz has 10 losses, and I think like Conor McGregor doesn't even have title defenses.
Right.
It's like why like it shouldn't even be as an exciting fight. do you want to watch?
No, absolutely.
And he said why UFC is not good is because no one holds the belt for a long time. There's not the best of the best.
Right.
Because fighting styles, like boxing, there's one style. So a guy can be a champion for years.
Yes.
And you're excited for every matchup.
Right.
To see, you know what I mean? Where like UFC, the belt keeps changing. There's no, and there's no ranking system. There's no, actually, there's a ranking system within UFC, but there's not boxing has an independent ranking system where you have to earn the fights. Where the UFC can kind of just put fights together based on ticket sales.
Right.
Which makes it, he doesn't think it's going to blow up any bigger because people can't grab on. There's nobody
grab onto.
Nobody grab onto for a long period of time. I guess Rousey was the closest we had to that.
Rousey and
Anderson Silva was he says is the best
Johnson.
fighter.
And what's his name too?
Who?
Johnson, who keeps fucking up and
I don't know. Like I said, I'm still pretty new to UFC, so I don't know a lot of people.
No, there's a couple of. There's not a lot though. Like you'll see, even Nate said it's like talking about.
They don't want people like him.
No, but like even Nate was talking about like title, like other divisions. He's like, there's nobody even in that. Nobody even knows who's holding the belts in those divisions. Like even Nate said that. Like none of these divisions matter. But it's true. That's why they were trying to push a Conor because his personality was selling tickets. Yeah,
but then it makes it like pro wrestling.
Exactly.
And that's the point that my friend who has that radio show was making, that it makes it pro wrestling. It's not you're not getting the best athlete.
Correct.
You're not getting the best against the best.
Right.
You're getting personality.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's like for instance, I guess mixed.
But there's some like Frankie Edgar, like his division. These guys aren't big personalities. They're just fucking brawlers, man. They're going to go to the very end of the fight, and you watch it because of that.
Yeah.
So there is some fighting. Like if you're a real true fan of the sport, you know there's some fighters who are just going to give you a good performance, and you're going to watch a great fight.
Yeah.
But to sell it to the masses is where they got to try to put this spin on it and put like these characters out there.
Yeah, it's just going to turn it. It's like I felt like I understood where he was going at.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Pro wrestling. But no. That being said, it was the greatest UFC fight I've ever watched in my short time watching UFC.
Oh really?
You know what I mean? Because it was literally a 50-50 fight.
Right.
Like I would have accepted a tie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What was Rogan saying about it?
Well, I only saw Rogan at the post match interviewing. I haven't heard his podcast where he talks about it.
You didn't hear him commenting on the fight?
Oh, what? I don't know. I feel during the fight he was going back and forth.
Yeah,
you know, he's giving both of them props, but I don't really know where he stands on who the winner should have been. I feel like as in his spot, he's got to be neutral or kind of go along with what the judges say in that. Like he, I can't picture him in the ring being like, I think the judges got it wrong.
He does. That's
not when it's that close. It's very tough.
Right, no. He'll
one judge scored tied. One George got 47-47. You're like, yes, that's a reasonable thing.
Right.
And I listen, like I said, I guess it could be reasonable. Listen, did Conor McGregor deserve a win? I can't say he didn't deserve a win. I just felt now, like I said, I'm biased. I wanted Nate to win. I feel like the difference was he charged more. That's my non-fighting acumen, just a viewer.
Right. He was coming. He was never backing up. And
I felt like McGregor was watching the clock more. Like you'll see, Nate having him up against the fence. You see McGregor looking at the clock. Like, I could just sit here and let him tap me with his face. Actually, they had some stat, which is I forget the term, but I guess quality strikes. It's not quality strikes. It's
some other term. Yeah.
But Diaz had 2 more than him.
Oh, really?
Statistic wise.
Yeah. Right.
It's like. And they keep saying, but he knocked him down 3 times. It's but he never went to finish on those 3 knockdowns because he was scared.
Yeah.
And that's strategy. It's is it?
Well,
I guess it is strategy because you don't.
You don't have no ground game against him.
Right. And he did not let Nate take him down. Even Nate said, I should have tried taking him down more. I should have just kept brawling with him.
Right.
It was a good fight. Like I said, the mere fact that we dissect it that much.
Yeah.
Where you're like picking apart like little intricacies.
Right.
Shows how great the fight was.
Now at the end, Frank told me that Diaz had him down, and if he had like another 30 seconds, he probably would have finished him.
Oh, totally. He finally had him down. He was just pounding. It would have been...
Really?
Oh, yeah. 30 seconds.
And he would have been able to lay him out?
For sure. But you knew, like, you just knew, like, you knew it was going to be McGregor. You're like, there's too much money to be made for it to not to be McGregor. Because for two reasons. People that are really into the UFC, like my brothers were saying, McGregor has to win this to keep his mojo.
Absolutely.
So it's just... And that's why, like, you just feel like you hate things that can be controlled like that.
Right.
It makes like, listen, are they legit? Who knows? But it leaves. It's like when you start getting shit like that that's too good to be true. Like now we have the trilogy.
Yeah. Right.
It's
right.
Like,
yeah.
You start thinking Hulk Hogan.
Right.
You know, you know what I mean. You're like, this ain't gonna be real. You know, because you're like, statistically, the guy punched him more, even if it was 50-50. He had two more punches.
Significant strikes.
Significant strikes. So that's his win. Two more significant strikes.
They like Diaz had like if they like that last fight and all like Diaz's fights, he has like tallied the most significant strikes I think in his division.
Yeah.
I mean, and then like they're like. During the press conference, he was like, yeah, this is before the fight. He said, as soon as he's done, no matter what, if he wins or loses, he's got to go back down and defend. Like Dana White said, he's got to go back and defend his belt.
I believe in that.
Yeah, absolutely. But then that's one of the questions that they asked Nate. Like, do you think that's fair? You gave him an instant rematch that he didn't deserve. You don't think you should get a rematch?
Yeah. Well, Nate's like, I'll wait. I don't give a fuck. He's like,
Nate's like, I don't care. I don't say that. I can't understand him. He sounds like fucking a pikey.
I just love his street brawl and style.
Absolutely,
That dude is just.
I love how he puts his finger out. He gives
he's just
a
real fighter. He's not like this technical genius.
No,
he's just a brawler.
I had like this gut. Like if the UFC didn't exist, he would still be fighting right now somewhere. Like so tonight, he would have a fight in a bar somewhere. Like
of course.
Yeah, he's just
like
a
McGregor hit him with some big shots, man.
It doesn't affect him. He never looks.
He comes back harder.
I never look at him like when he gets hit. You never look at him like shaking it off. Like he's just like, okay, all right, here we go.
Then he's like you're gonna go down and fight him at 155? Like he asks, like, hell yeah, man. I look. Who's the one pictures in the ring with a 6-pack on? You're like, I love this guy because he's so chill about it.
Yeah, because he really doesn't care much.
And listen, you know, too, I believe him when he says that. People say he's a whiner, but it's like, he's like, they don't want a guy like me.
He's not whining, man. He's being honest.
He's being honest. Listen, we've been around entertainment enough to know it's all casting.
Yeah,
even
absolutely.
Especially in a sport like that where you see the face of the guy.
They all know. Everybody in that business knows that they're not pushing for him to be at the top of it. They're not.
No.
McGregor's the one they're pushing for. He says it. That's their star, man. That's who they want. That's who their face is.
It's another country that you can get a whole new viewership from Ireland.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's money. It's all about money. It's not about the best against the best.
No.
And that's what my friends. That's not my thought. That's not my friend's radio show. He was getting across like
right.
You know, like when you watching baseball and football, these are the best against the best.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's.
Speaking of baseball, did you see the kid last night? Fucking kid, 2 blasts and a throw it, and it throws the guy out at second. I've watched. I mean, I was listening to more games, but I haven't been paying attention until these kids have been. But like last night was a heartbreaker. We fucking up down. It was the heartbreaker.
Yeah, but it's hope for the future, man. We're gonna have fun, man.
Yeah.
Like it's like even when you like, it's just energy. There's energy in
so
the
much.
Yankees.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
you know what's so fucked up? It's so much energy, and then like fucking McCann or Ellsbury comes to the plate, one of those guys, I'm like, fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Gardner came to the plate last night with with a chance for us to tie the game, and I was like, oh, good Lord, man.
His tennis balls on his walker, like fucking coming up.
Yeah.
Man.
His oxygen
Though
tank.
Gardner had that amazing catch last week.
A
few days ago. Oh, dude,
over the wall?
Over the wall. That was amazing. I
mean, also Ellsbury's had a great catch last night where he jumped up the wall and ripped the wall.
Yeah, but Ellsbury makes good catches and then breaks half his body usually. It's like, stop trying to make such good catches, Ellsbury. We need you in.
But no, these are great guys too, but it's just like you want to see like there's a man on first and third with 2 outs. Who's coming to the plate? I want to see Judge come to the plate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like it's like
he's a monster. That dude's a monster.
He was you can't get a bigger number either. 99. It's like the biggest number for the biggest dude. Dude is huge. His head is huge.
Yeah.
I believe Sanchez is good. I have this gut feeling, and I hope I'm wrong, that he's juicing. I have this gut feeling. He just has a jaw of like a juicer.
Yeah.
Like his face looks like he juices.
You don't blame these kids to try and get that big payday.
Yeah.
It's worth the risk.
But fuck it.
Fuck
he
it.
gets undetected for a couple of years. I don't care.
I don't care. What are you gonna do? You got three times to get fully out of baseball. Get a championship in that time. How was your week in Saratoga? You went away for a whole week. What do you do? One show a night?
One show, yeah. Wednesday we canceled. Tuesday we had a show. Wednesday no show. Thursday 1. Friday 2. Saturday 2.
Good audiences because that's summertime. So.
Yeah, but up there it's strange because it's their track season. So Saratoga track, it's like that's why the town is so packed because they run the track. Like Belmont closes, like in the middle, like the first week of July, and then Saratoga opens all July and all August, and then like the second week of September it closes.
Oh, okay.
So like it's like packed up there, mostly like Long Island, Staten Island, Italian guys. It's like, but the street is like a really nice, ritzy looking street. A lot of restaurants, a lot of bars. So it's a lot of hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
But if people have been at the track all day, time they get out of the track at like 6 o'clock, get to their hotel room, shower, go to dinner, it's just like the show doesn't fit in the time frame. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
The show starts at 8:30. Kind of they're still like just getting out of the track mode.
And you're in the sun all day, possibly.
Exactly.
Tired.
So I just didn't see like that would make a difference. The packed track season doesn't help the audience.
Yeah.
And it didn't. I mean, like we averaged, like on the one night, on the one shows, 15, 20 people. I mean, I think Thursday, maybe we had close to 30. And then Fridays, 2 was decent. Saturday's early was decent. And the late show. Saturday's second show was the most boring, no energy show of the week.
Saturday's
second show.
Ah, yeah.
It was like, blah. They were done. They weren't interested. It was okay. I was done. Like, the first 20 minutes, I gave it to them. And then the last, like, 30 minutes, I was like, I don't give a fuck anymore, man. I constantly kept telling them how unimportant they were to me.
So they were just like a dull, just like,
blah. Blah.
I hate crowds like that. It's like you just want to stop your show and be like, "Why'd you even come out tonight?"
Yeah, what was the point of this?
Like, you have a good time.
There was one guy in the front row, skinny, geeky, almost looked like a hipster nerd, like afro-y hair, glasses, with his girl, whose girlfriend looked like she's probably a really respectful, like librarian. She looked really, really nice girl.
Yeah. And
he was drunk. As soon as I was like, oh, I made fun of the size of the crowd, he was like, they said free drinks. Like, he was talking to me drunk. And I was like, I got 2 of those words, man. I got 2 of the words. So here's the thing. Until you're confident I'm going to understand your whole sentence, I'm going to ask you not to talk for the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Then 2 minutes later, he'd say something. A few minutes later, he would say something to my act. And then, like, I did, like, something like where I made him stop talking. And he stopped talking until the very end, like 2 minutes left of my set. And he said something. He was like, you heard me, right? Like, he got like a little, like, puffy.
Yeah.
And I said, I stopped and I was like, dude, what do you see when you look in the mirror? You see somebody capable of talking to me like that? Your fucking arms are spaghetti. You're a little nerd. I said, and there was like an old man in the crowd. I'm like, that dude can fuck you up.
Yeah.
You need to take your bark down, bro. And he was like, "Oh, sorry, man, sorry." I was like, "Yeah, sorry." As soon as he said, like, he was like, "You heard that, right?" And I was like, "Oh, what is it you think you see in the mirror?"
Yeah.
I want to know what your image is, because what I see is a skinny little nerd that old man can fuck up.
Right. And
then the old man started laughing. I'm like, "Right, you can fuck this kid up. So cut your shit, take your bark down." He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." I'm like, "Yeah." And at the end, he shook my hand, and I was like, "Whatever." I didn't even look at him. I looked at his woman. I was like, "Hey, get home safe." She's like, "Oh, thank you." And he was like, "Whoa," like he knew. He was like, "Whoa." Just keep going, nerd. It was just, I was done. I was done as it was. Wasn't feeling good. It was no air conditioner in the fucking place.
Oh,
I was drenched. Tuesday night show and Thursday night show, I have never been that soaking wet on stage. I was drenched.
That's awful.
Dripping. Tuesday night show, was it Tuesday night? The sweat was dripping off my chin.
It was hotter than that convention we did with no air conditioning?
Hotter.
Wow. That's insane.
But what I noticed, that the people weren't that hot. That they were not.
Well, because they don't have spotlights on them either.
They didn't look affected. I was affected. They were calm.
Yeah, they don't have 6 spotlights aimed at them.
Yeah.
and they're sitting there. It's not like they have to do anything.
Yeah. I was making fun of myself. I'm like, I got to be animated. I can't be one of these fucking guys who stand still. I'm like, look at me. I'm sweating all over the place up here. And I'm like, I can't do a joke that I don't move 17 feet to each side. I can't just do a joke that stands right here in front of the microphone. I'm like, I got to start writing better material.
That's who you are. That's your.
Yeah.
That's why everybody loves you.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, if you were just sitting there standing behind the mic, they'd be like, "Fuck this guy." Yeah.
But it was a nice area. It was nice. I don't know if I should talk. I don't know. There was it Thursday? No, Friday and Saturday. Like a feature came in. He's from out of town.
I
don't know how old he is. First time I ever met him. He's not from this area. And I just got this I don't know, man, this arrogant vibe off the kid.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I'm wondering,
young kid.
I don't know if he's maybe 30.
Okay.
But this got arrogant vibe. If you're a newer comic, if you're a comic and new in the neighborhood, you're not going to impress anybody in the comedy scene by acting like you're better.
Right.
Never going to happen. You coming in there like you're I don't even know who you are. And then I look at your Facebook and every photo is with people who are nobody knows them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He kind of just carried himself as he was arrogant and he didn't drop places he's been, but he was very not engaging, looking at his phone, not looking up and talking. So I tried to be a mature, maybe he's uncomfortable, you know what I mean? I try to look at it you know what I mean? Maybe he's nervous. He's in a new club, nervous, whatever. He did something that bothered me. He had CDs, and he's like, I have a CD, and I just taped another one, or he's taping it. He just recorded another one. That'd be 2 CDs in his 7-year career.
They got to be great CDs.
They're amazing. So, so I was like, oh, cool. And then he took the box out and he took them out, and he just never once said, hey, do you sell anything? Do you mind if I sell?
Right.
Now, I would have never said no. No.
But you like the respect.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Right.
That's not even a no-brainer. Do you mind if I sell?
Right.
Never asked me. So then I was like, that bothered me. So then the next day we did 2 shows that night, and then he left without saying goodbye. I just those kind of things I don't like.
Right.
This was just, I always make sure, hey man, nice meeting you. Just something, just be nice. Kind of was just this day. I don't know. Who knows why. So the next day I'm like, you know what? Give him another chance. Maybe he's uncomfortable. So I come walking into the club, and Dan Guerin, Dan who listens to the podcast.
Yeah.
Dan's there, looks up, sees me walking through the door, goes, what's up? The kid is facing me, I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? doesn't get up off his phone. I come right to there where they're at the bar. He never looks at me. Dan's like, oh, this first show's supposed to be good. I'm like, cool. Never looks up. Just looking down on his phone, looking around. I'm like, this guy isn't saying hello. Do you think you're better then? Now, he did okay. He did good. He had some good jokes. And sometimes, like both second shows, he ate his cock, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The first show, Friday, he did okay. He did pretty good. Saturday did really good, the first show. But do you think you're better? Do you believe you're supposed to be somewhere else on this lineup? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of the vibe I got.
Yeah.
And whether he felt like that or not, I just got that vibe, and I just didn't dig that. I just didn't dig it. And I'm like, well, if you're like a new person in a club or an area, where's no humility? Like, you don't have nobody has humility. Like, nobody has like skills to say, hey, what's up? And like, be like humble. Yeah, I don't get that.
He must be young then, or just a total dick. It sounds like
it's, who knows why. And again, in the kid's defense, he might have been very uncomfortable. But I don't know how to not make you uncomfortable.
Right.
I said, what's up? I'm talking to people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm approachable, sitting right next to you. It's not like I'm trying to go away from you. You know what I'm saying? So then he sells CDs, and this was no offense to him. It just happened to work out. He's like, he's selling a CD, and he's doing his big pitch at the end. And he's like, I'll take, whatever you want to give. Like, a lot of guys say that. He's like, if you want to give $2, Pooh will give $2. Whatever.
Right.
So I went up there, and when I do my sales pitch at the end, I'm like, he said he sells his CDs for $2, and that's cute. I have kids. My kids have never asked for anything that's only $2. So I'm going to have to be firm on the 10.
Right.
So you want to give him 2, knock yourself out. I'm a $10 CD guy because my kids need money, and $2 ain't going to help them.
Yeah, and I would never undercut it. If I was open, here's my thing. Like, when I do have a CD, I would never undercut the headliner.
Right.
Like if I'm headlining and I want to do whatever price, that's one thing.
Yeah.
I feel if I have an opener and the headliner says you could sell, I'm not even going to sell my CD from the stage. I'm just going to be there.
Right.
On the side, and if you want it, you'll see them there. Then you can ask me. But to undercut the headline, I'm selling them for $2. This guy's going to go for $10. That's a dick move. That's my personal feeling.
Well, I didn't pay much attention to the kid. It is a dick move. That's the kind of things that I'm talking about.
It's undercutting.
Yeah.
It's like his act is your act is worth more than his, I'm sure.
Right.
But it's just you don't do that.
No. The good positive thing about the undercutting is I think I sold probably 12 CDs.
Yeah.
And I don't know, think he, I didn't watch, but I didn't see him selling 2 or 3 maybe.
Right.
So, $2 doesn't, I'm not trying, whatever you want to do to sell your CDs is fine, but the proper way to go about it is, hey man, you mind if I sell? And then I'm selling it for $10. You're going to have to sell for $10, man. You're not going to say, over here, Sammy's cheap discounts.
Right. Exactly. That's my point. It's like, you gotta go with it. You know what I mean? Or,
right. And I just these are little things that to me are unacceptable behavior. Like, I just don't act like that, and I don't see good comedians that are good guys act like that. It's the people who act better than or have a little sense of arrogance are never that good.
No.
They're overcompensating what they're... And, I watched the kid. He has good jokes. He's funny. He did well. He did real well. So I'm not taking his act down. It's not at all. Not like, what a shitty comedian to act like that. That's not what I'm saying. His personality off stage, whatever his reasoning is, was off-putting to me. And then selling CDs without talking to me about it and saying the $2 thing was just, to me, like that you misstepped in the fucking comedy world. That's a misstep to me.
Yeah.
I had when I was in Vegas with Eddie Ift. Eddie Ift had CDs. I had T-shirts, right? When I went out last time, and I just said, "Hey, man, do you mind if I sell my T-shirts?" He's like, "Nah, not at all." And I'm like, "All right." I sell them for like $10. He's like, "Dude, don't worry about it. I'm going to sell my CDs. Don't worry about it." And DVDs. So I asked. If he would have said no, I would have been like, I get it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know why this kid needs to sell CDs, because he didn't make a lot of money on the shows. I totally get it. I would have never said, no, yo, don't sell your shit. I would have never said that.
Right.
It's the way you do it. It's respect. It's the proper etiquette.
Yeah.
And that just aggravated me.
Yeah, no, that's aggravated. I would be aggravated by that, too. So
other than that, though, the week was really good up there.
That's good, man. That's good. I had good shows down at Uncle Vinny's. My Wednesday show was, like, packed. It was amazing.
Really?
Like, the opener goes, oh, you draw well down here. I go, no, I drew none of these. This is 0 people. I'm just hoping to keep these fans.
Yeah. Who'd you have open for you?
Eric Potts.
Oh, yeah, that's the name I couldn't remember.
Good dude. He did really well. He killed, so it's like, it's so good when someone's killing in front of you.
Right.
You're like, oh, God, I'm just going to ride this wave.
Yeah. And he kills with jokes, and, like, he has personality, too, so it's not just...
Yeah. So, yeah, Wednesday was packed, and good show. Like, it's just, you know, it was the way, it was like everything you wanted in a show. I got to do my headline set. There was no issues.
Right.
Just a fun night. It's Wednesday night.
Thursday.
Thursday night. My cousin Sheila and Dean say they're coming out to see me.
Right.
I'm like, here we go. It's gonna be a weird fucking night. It's just like, it's like a bat signal. My family, if my family or people that I grew up with said we're gonna come see you, bat signal to the weirdos of the world. Come to Joe's show and talk to him the whole time. So I get there. So Wednesday's packed house. Get in there. This time it's like 18 people.
Right.
But we sat them all in a group, so it was like, all right. But it's 18 people. And 10 of these 18 people were one party, a Piney family from South Jersey, there for like a bachelor party.
Right.
And they're even wearing weird clothes. Like, you couldn't even... It was just... And I even said it during my set. I'm like, this is my cousin Dean and Sheila, and I'm telling you, whenever my family comes out, it's weird nights like this. Like, I acknowledged what was going on.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, it was a fun show.
Right.
But I spent most of it talking to them. So I even said to some audience members, I'm like, you guys can come see me again, because you didn't really hear any of my act tonight.
Right.
But what was funny, was a couple next to the stage, and I recognized them. They've seen me before, and they came back to see me again. And the guy, like, the day before, some guy friended me on Facebook, liked my fan page, then donated to Kerry's myeloma walk.
Oh, wow.
And it happened to be that guy, like a fan of mine.
Really?
I was like, wow. I go, dude, you're making... Yeah. I was like, the fact that you actually came to see me makes me feel good.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you...
Yeah.
Like, I was part of the plan.
Right.
And then he donated. Very nice guy.
That's nice.
So I like, made my night. And it was funny. After the show... People are like, oh, you did great tonight with this weird crowd. They were like giving me props for like doing it.
Right.
And this old couple comes up to me. The guy goes, man, you were so good. He goes, so much better than your YouTube videos. And I'm like, I'm taking that as a compliment and a warning to go delete some of my YouTube videos. So this guy saw I was playing there, or got the free tickets or whatever, and said, let me look what this guy is. Goes, all right, I guess I'll give him a shot. You liked it enough to come, though. I'll give myself that credit. You didn't love my YouTube videos. Yeah. My YouTube videos like a minute each. I don't put a lot of material on.
But it made you curious.
But you know what? He's probably ran into one of my recovery chunks, which is most of my YouTube videos.
Right.
So he's probably like, all right, he's getting laughs.
Right.
Just not making me laugh. But I'm gonna plop some audio into the podcast of me dealing with these people. Right. I'm putting in some stuff that's like some stuff that sets up some stuff later on, so it's a couple chunks. So in between the chunks, you'll hear some sort of like weird audio wipe to let you know this is a different time of the set.
Yeah.
So it's almost like I had to deal with them, then I could do some jokes, then I got to deal with them again. I got to do some jokes, then I'm like, I'm abandoning jokes. I'm just gonna have to deal with them. Right. You know what I mean? It's just it was just so. You won't hear it because I can't play it right now, but I'm going to plop it in.
Okay.
What kind of shirt are you wearing? What is that? Is that a sweater vest in August? Oh, Mama Havana? Got a lot of girls with that, don't you? Man? You gotta peel the women off wearing that motherfucker, huh? Do you walk around with a bowling ball in your hand while you're picking up women's faces? You bowl, right? Is that a bowling shirt? Do you bowl?
No, my wife gave it to me.
Your wife? Did she hate you? I think your wife hates you. I think your wife's on the verge of leaving you. She's
trying to repel other women, I think.
Hold on. I'm sure she didn't just need the shirt.
She bought him one, too. Yeah, she got me one, but I'm not fucking wearing it.
Because you're smart. You're not dumb like this guy. All right. What the fuck's going on over here, Dad? Window man? What the fuck's going on, window man? All right. Your shirt is off-putting. That's why I had to recognize it. You've been wanting to say something all night? Even your family hates you and your shirt. You're like, is he going out with us? He's going out with us? Awesome. What's with the hat? I need to ask that before I move on. What is that? Is that your everyday hat? Or is that
I don't know. I just found it in the car and put it on.
All right. So this is a family trait. You just walked it around. What the fuck is that? I don't know, but I'm wearing it. Going out tonight. Fucking weird hats, weird shirts. Fuck it. I bet your house is fucking weird decorated and shit. Why is there a dead snake on a wall? I found it. I put it up there. I made it into a lamp. Turn its tail. Its fucking face lights up. I am not shocked you have too many cats. I mean, that's fine right there. That was, I'm like, of course there's too many cats. You're not like one of those people on Hoarders though with like the dead cats.
We're not sure.
You're not sure? Oh my God. Did you ever see that episode of Hoarders when you're telling me there is dead cats there? Well, I don't know sign language, dude. What the fuck are you trying to...
They're dead.
What?
They're dead.
They're dead. This just turned into the weirdest kind of show ever. I just outed a cat holocaust somewhere. I wasn't outed. Shit. What the fuck is going on? You're a hoarder with dead cats. And they put Michael Vick in prison for one dead dog. At least Michael Vick's dogs had a shot to be the champ. They're your babies. Please don't tell me you're playing with dead cats calling them your babies. You're not my babies. Where's my straw hat? This is the... I'm glad I'm recording this because I want to remember this night. When I met the serial killer of Ocean County. I'll be on the news. I'll see you on the news with your hat and shitty shirt. Just be like, honey, I fucking performed for them, I swear. I had no idea. I made them alive. I made fun of them and they didn't kill me. She calls her dead cats babies.
Oh, this is his hat.
He's like, oh, we're going to fucking throw it on me again?
I think he can't wear it now.
Oh my God. I know the theme song to this family.
Come on, Grandpa's hat with us.
Yeah.
He's Grandpa?
I didn't know that was my grandfather's hat.
Oh, it's his grandfather's hat. I've seen you guys here before, right? What's your name? Glenn, what the fuck is going on here tonight? Did you it's gold. It's comedy gold. This will never be recreated again, though. This is,
He's wearing cowboy boots.
he's wearing cowboy boots?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, whatever the fuck that means. Comedy's hard, isn't it? He's wearing cowboy boots! Wrote that one myself on the way. He's wearing cowboy boots.
He's funny. He's not.
This fine couple came out for a nice dinner and comedy show, and now they're stuck in some weird fucking Jerry Springer episode.
And I love Jerry.
And you love Jerry Springer.
Bobby.
All right. All right, we're going to focus. We're going to do a show tonight if it kills me. We're going to do a show tonight if it kills me. We got sex toy salesmen, fucking cat killers, Jerry Springer fans, people I've seen before. My family came out. Let me tell you, that's my cousin right there and his wife, and they told me I'm coming to your show tonight. I told my wife, I go, fuck. They're like, why? Because whenever my family comes, it's the weirdest fucking show. Like my mom goes, I'm coming tonight. I'm like, don't come tonight, Mom. It's an important night. I can't have you bring weird people out. It's just, you guys are fun. I'm just fucking with you. I have that shirt at home myself. With blue. I do. I put it on when I finger myself in the shower. My wife loves TV. She DVRs everything. She burns out DVRs, man. She watches My Strange Addiction. Did you ever see that show?
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's fun. I picture you with like a big like sauce. A big vat of I mix porridge with my spice. That's a mixing porridge voice, right? The cats will never be alive in the house. Your house must be awesome on Halloween. Are you the razor blade apple lady? Is that Halloween? You're a chef?
Yes.
Of what? What?
I'm a grill cook.
A grill cook? Where?
Yeah, I like to touch the meat.
It's gonna be a good night. Touch the meat, okay. It's gold, man. Right? It's fucking gold, right? I'm gonna have to put some of this audio on my podcast because no one will believe me. I'll tell the story on my weekly podcast. I might just let the audio do the work. I don't even need to tell the story.
I can't believe my little girl grew up.
That's your little girl? Oh, that's Grandpa?
You know.
Well, you guys really need to have your own TV show. To catch a predator.
More like intervention.
Has Chris Hansen visited any of your homes? I swear, I was just here to play checkers with him. That's the best when Chris Hansen would catch those. They wouldn't even come with a good lie. I was playing board games. 50-year-old man playing board games with the boys. Okay. Oh, sir. I'm sorry for now. I know why you're wearing these shirts. You're like, it's all I have. It's all I have. How do you not wear shirts or wear a family like this? It's almost a requirement. I wish you didn't wear your shirt too. That would have been just perfect. Like, we're thinking about starting a gang. Why is that funny that I call them Grandpa? Is this like an inside joke? Like, fucking Grandpa,
He's my older brother. I want you to get everything back at him.
It's funny that.
Oh, he's your older brother. Oh.
He's one of my kids, yeah. He's getting married. He's getting married today.
You're the one getting married? Yeah, why? You're young though. How old are you?
24.
Sounds like he's 14.
Voice tracking.
He sounds like Peter
Was
Brady.
one of you his fiance?
No.
No, what is she?
No, they tried to drag me along with their shit.
How old is she? Like 90? I met her at the park. Took her home to see the dead dad. She made porridge. Gave her one of those shitty shirts. I don't buy rings in my family. I give them bowling shirts. That's how I asked her to marry me. She's running. Yeah, she's like packing her bags right now. She's like, fuck this. I sent her to a comedy show and then out. You guys are great because I'm getting to like none of my material, so you can come see me again. Shit. I gotta see this guy again. So So I'm not surprised you like My Strange Addiction. That's a weird show.
See the one with the balloon animals? The inflatable animals?
No, what do they do with
He's
that?
like, I'm in love with 7 inflatable pool animals. And he's like grinding them on the couch. It's really
You saw that one? I gave up after one episode. I didn't want to see more of these weird dregs of society.
I was like, I thought I was fucking nuts, but then I saw that shit.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it's not like I fuck balloon animals. I just have dead cats in my house, you know what I mean? I'm not like one of those weirdos.
It's like drinking while watching
I picture her watching this episode, petting her dead babies, going, you believe these weirdos? Fucking balloon animals? You believe that? Can we put a webcam in your home? I think you can make so much money if you put a webcam in this house. What?
When do you do that?
Yeah, I don't want to see that part of your life. I just want to see the other weird shit. I don't want to see you touching meat or whatever the fuck you do. My wife will come in, what are you watching? She said she's a chef. I didn't know it was going to be like this. That would be a cooking show. Apparently she's fucking banging weird dudes with dead cats. You guys are so awesome.
When I was at the show Tuesday night, Saratoga, the track is closed Tuesday night. Tuesday during the day, there's no track. So there was like six guys from Long Island, and they were like the Italian guys, like older, white button-up, like summery white shirt, salmon shorts, dark tan legs, white hair, like Italian guys, just tall, thin, kind of like Tony what's his name from Cheers,
right?
Ted Danson.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he kind of look like him, right? But like good look guy, like tan, no worries. Looks like he never sweats. This is the guy. So I was like, you guys look like you had no choice to come to a comedy show, but you want to be bet. You look like you're jonesing to bet on something. Like no track today. Yeah. He starts laughing at him. I'm like, I can just look like you're like. Now on that show, I was the closer, and they put 2 like open micers to host, do 10 minutes and 10 minutes, and then me. And the first guy was like a heavy set comic. The second guy was heavier than me, and then me.
Yeah.
And I was like, you look like you just want to bet on something. Like, yo, can the 3 fat comics run around the room for like a half an hour? We'll bet on see who's going to die. Like, he couldn't stop. He fell onto his friend's lap. And I was like, just get the 3 fat guys. Let them run in circles. Half hour. We'll bet on it, right, Tony? We'll bet on it. See who doesn't die. That's the winner. Like,
yeah.
You just see they wanted to bet. They were like gambling degenerates.
Totally, man.
My kind of people.
See, I want to. The thing I dropped in, it's not even as like insanely funny. I just wanted to show audience members, like listeners, like what we deal with. I think it's a good chunk to see what we deal with.
Right.
Like, I think it would have been great, like, to do that going forward. Like, I was thinking one time, like, when we were at Carmine's and you had that whole thing going with the audience about, like, the star registry. Like, that would be perfect, like, podcast audio. Like, if we record our shows and just, like, we're not putting necessarily our act in, but, like, these weird things that happen, I think listeners would dig shit like that.
Yeah, I should put that on there. We should put that. I should send you. I have it on audio. Okay. I think I do. No, I don't. That's
right. You didn't record that night, but start recording shows and we'll do shit like that.
Yeah, I will. I record all my shows. I have all the Saratoga. It's funny. I brought that Yummy Pants up at another show.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel bad for is the guy, like an actual astronomer who's got to map the sky.
Yeah.
I mean, like an actual guy who's a professor at a school who's got to sit there and map out stars, and then he kind of come across, you know what I mean? He's got Alpha Centauri, and what is this one? Am I reading that right? Yummy Pants, Sweet Frogs. What the?
That was an amazing, like, in the moment. That was 10 minutes of
10
just
minutes.
Like off the cuff. You can't recreate it.
Nope.
Because it was like in the moment stand up.
It was so in the moment. It was like one of the best. It just kept coming.
Those are the best nights, man. That's like like Wednesday night. Like Dino was laughing when I got to the club about me getting a ticket for Cody with the
Yeah.
So he's like, "You talking about it on stage yet?" I go, "I haven't even thought of anything to like put it in any way." So the crowd was so good Wednesday that in the middle I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna start talking about it." I just start unloading about getting a ticket for the dog,
right?
And it did so good. He's like, "Dude, you got a good couple minutes there." I'm like, "I know." I was like, I just felt so comfortable on stage. I was like, "Fuck it." I felt like I was podcasting. That's how comfortable I was on there.
Right.
Like, I felt like I was like podcasting, just like telling you a story. That's how good the crowd was.
Did you record it? Did you record that?
Yeah, I did. I'm not going to plop that in because I'm going to try and make that into a bit. I'm not going to plop anything that could be a bit.
Right.
So I don't want you to see like a shit version of something the first time out.
Yeah.
Like this stuff I put in here is garbage.
Right.
It's just literal garbage.
It's just stuff that you would shooting shit.
I was surviving on stage. You just heard me survive. Like we have to make shit. We have to make a cake out of a pile of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, listen, man. What time am I meeting you?
All right. Well, the concert. I think the opening band goes on at like 7:30. If you want to be at my house at 5.
Okay, that works.
And then we'll head down.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's do some plugs. My schedule fucking sucks for like about a month.
Are you dropping this in tonight?
I'm gonna drop it tonight, yeah.
Because Saturday I'm at Pompton Plains, and I would like people to come to that.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. This Saturday, go see Mike in Pompton Plains at the Comedy Shop. Cool venue.
Yeah, it's a cute little room.
My next show is September 1st at Tap House 15 on I think it's in Jefferson, New Jersey. It's their first show.
Okay.
It's a free show for the first show. So just come out, man. They got like craft beer and good food.
Nice.
And it's going to, usually the first show is always great on these because they pack the room.
Right.
for the opening night. So it'll be me, Scott Brennan, this funny guy, I think his name is Mike Sicoli. I worked with him one time. Sicoli? I think it's Mike Sicoli.
I don't think there's an L in there.
No, let me Google.
Sikori?
Mike. No, yeah, Sicoli. Mike Sicoli and Jackie Byrne. She's a hilarious comedian. So it's going to be a fun night. So come out to that. And then basically I'll be doing workout rooms for like most of the month of September.
Really?
Yeah, September sucks, man. I got like a private, you know, like a fundraiser, but it's just September sucks a big one for me. Hopefully, last minute shit comes up, but
yeah, I'm hurting too. I don't even want to think about it.
I don't even think about it. So, but I have a lot of dates going forward. So go to joefernandez.net for those, and go to MikeGaffneyLive.com to see Mike's. Thanks for listening. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.
Work.